Picture this. You're sitting somewhere quiet, late evening, phone in hand, and you're checking your bank account. Not because something went wrong, just the way you always do. And on paper, things actually look fine. You got a raise, you're earning more than you were 2 years ago, more than you ever have, honestly. But the anxiety is still there. That quiet, low-level stress that just doesn't leave. You tell yourself you're being irrational. You should feel better by now, but you don't. And here's the thing nobody tells you. That feeling doesn't mean you're bad with money. It means you've been sold a story about how financial stress actually works, and the story was wrong. Most of us grow up believing one thing above everything else, that if we could just earn a little more, the stress would go away. The anxiety would lift. Just a bit more income, and we'd finally feel okay. So we work harder. We chase the raise. We get it. And for a few months, things feel different. Then slowly, quietly, nothing changes. And this isn't a character flaw. The relationship between income and financial stress is far more complicated than we're ever taught. Because financial stress isn't an income problem, it's a psychological one. And more income doesn't automatically fix a psychological problem. There's a concept in behavioral economics called the hedonic treadmill. The idea is this: as humans, we have a psychological baseline, an emotional set point we keep returning to. When something good happens, we feel better, but over time, we adapt. The new salary stops feeling like relief. The apartment that felt exciting starts feeling normal. And this shows up in real financial behavior constantly. When income rises, spending tends to rise with it. A nicer place to live, a better car, eating out more, saying yes to things you used to say no to. None of these decisions are reckless. They're completely reasonable responses to having more. But the expenses rise proportionally to the income, which means the margin between what comes in and what goes out stays roughly the same. And it's that margin, not the total income, that determines how financially secure you feel day to day. This is what's called lifestyle inflation. And it doesn't happen to careless people. It happens to careful, thoughtful people, through thousands of individually justifiable decisions that quietly add up over time. A better gym because the hours got longer. A meal delivery subscription because cooking on a Wednesday after a 10-hour day isn't realistic. A slightly bigger apartment because the old one felt cramped. Each one makes sense. Together, they eat the raise. And now there's a new layer of stress that wasn't there before, because the stakes are higher. You've built a lifestyle that depends on this income. You have more to protect, which means, paradoxically, the person earning more often feels more anxiety than they did when they were earning less. The stress doesn't disappear, it just changes shape. So here's the honest shift. Financial stress doesn't end when you earn enough. It ends when you feel enough. And those two things are almost entirely different. Security isn't really about a number. It's about control. Knowing your basics are covered if something goes wrong. Feeling like your money has direction rather than just disappearing into the month. None of that requires a high income, but none of it happens automatically at any income level either. Think of it this way. Two people, same backpack, same hill. One's on a paved path, one's on loose gravel. The weight isn't what makes it hard, it's the surface underneath. More income doesn't pave the path, structure does. So what actually moves the needle? First, a buffer. Not an investment account, not a complex plan, just a simple, untouched amount that doesn't get spent unless something genuinely breaks down. Because most financial anxiety is anxiety about the unknown. The buffer's job isn't to grow, it's to exist. And just knowing it's there quietly changes everything. Second, visibility. Not a rigid budget, just an honest look at where the money actually goes. Lifestyle inflation is almost invisible until you look at it directly. And awareness alone shifts more behavior than willpower ever does. That's really it. No overhauls, no extremes, just a foundation. If you're earning more than you were and still feeling the same stress, that's not failure. It's just evidence that the calm you were looking for doesn't live in the income. It lives on the other side of some quieter decisions, the kind most people skip because they're still waiting for the raise to do the work. You don't need more income to start. You just need to stop waiting for it to do something it was never built to do.